And out here getting loose, guys going through some drills. We're almost at game time, folks. Good Friday night to you, sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And we got another seat right here in the NBA. No better insider than Shams Charania. Hey, Shams, great to have you with us.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. It's great to be here. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Look at Richard Jefferson. He's like a kid in a candy store. He cannot wait to talk to you.
Yes, we love RJ.
Shams, no team is going to run off titles like Boston did in the 60s. These Celtics have a chance to win their share. What a great start for them.
An absolutely loaded roster. Everyone can defend. Everyone can shoot. They love the versatility they have on their team, and you have to be able to play multiple positions and be versatile to play on this team. It's hard to find a weak link, and it's really championship or bust in Boston.
And it feels so great for their coach, Joe Mazzulla. I know we'll get into that down the road. What a great job he's done.
A young coach who has really found his stride.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the 1. And for Charlotte, the guard spots filled in by Paul and Miller. MP out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Williams at the 5 spot. Baseline jumper. He doesn't hit that one. Here's Paul. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. When you think about the great teams that we have seen and the great seasons that we have watched over the many decades, where do you think historically Boston's season will be placed?
The greatness of the Celtics can be measured in any one of their players can win an MVP, whether it's Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Drew Holiday. They all have the ability, and Kristaps Porzingis, to all win individual accolades. But what makes them so great is they can sacrifice and be one for each other. You think about starting fives. The 2017 Warriors, the 24, 25, 25, 26 Celtics. For years to come, the Celtics group has a chance to compete.
Now, you may have heard MP just signed his first shoe deal. Certainly a big moment for him.
And he's joined the Nike family and will be the next icon in their rich athletic tradition. As a lifetime fan, this fits MP well, and so will the shoes he wears on the court.
You communicate so much with NBA GMs. You talk with owners. You talk with personnel people. You know, knowing what they do, what is an overlooked part of how they operate their day-to-day jobs with these NBA teams?
A few things for me, Kevin. It is the relationships with agents, with other teams. Are they trusted? Do they have the trust of others? That is of importance, certainly. And how well connected are they within the organization? How are they building their own front offices in their own buildings? But their thirst for information, their ability to use information to strategize, that is something that occurs every single day. Because if you know something is happening with a specific team, that could shape how you want to strategize your team moving forward.
Here's MP. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. MP, and he drops in the layup off the glass. MP's got 7 points in the game.
5 out of 5 to start things off. They certainly seem to be in a good rhythm.
When you look at the NBA, Shams, any changes you'd like to see?
To me, it's having players stay healthy, right? I would love to have a rule that players just play and the top players are there playing the most meaningful moments of regular season games and allowing players to have freedom defensively. And the league can find plenty of other ways to discourage players, but to allow players to really be there in the big moments, to defend at a high level. And I would just love to have a healthy serum that we can spread around the league and keep these guys on.
I think here at the table, we're all nodding our heads, looking up and down. We all agree completely with what you said. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the new leadership in Charlotte has made it clear that it's not going in for quick fixes. The goal is sustained success, building with youth and development. Call it roster flexibility or a blank slate. But with some promising young players and more health, there's nowhere to go but up. Kevin?
Health is huge. That's the hope. Hey, David, thank you. White, bounce pass. Tatum setting the pick for Holiday. Boston, no good that time either. And here's MP for three. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Some changes for Charlotte. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Mark Williams. Martin comes in for Brandon Miller. And it's Trey Mann in for Ball. .103 left in the first quarter. Brown with it. 5 points in the game. Inside. That one's off. Still out of sync. Charlotte leading by 10. And a wide open look for MP. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Here's Pritchard. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
MP outside. Fires the three. Offensive rebound. Pass to Mann. MP outside. Banked in off the glass. MP's got 17.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And so it's Charlotte with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a comfortable margin for the Hornets here, guys.
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Tatum in the front court alongside Horford. And it's Cornette in at the center, filling out the middle. And we saw some players banged up down the stretch last season, Shams.
I'm told that there was a focus on maybe allowing some more flexibility in physicality. It definitely upped the intensity some, and I think that's what the fans want. But there are going to be some trade-offs, and that includes the free throw rates, that includes game time, and in the long haul, adding some more physicality and adding some more attention to detail defensively and allowing defenders to play more and defend more. That should be good for the game.
Yeah, those were good trends, I would agree. Clock at 6 from deep three-point land. The rebound by Richard. Charlotte leading by 14. MP looking around. Takes a three. And Horford pulls it down.
In the first quarter, he was raining down threes. That's not the case here in the second.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. They double him with MP. Left side, Horford fires for three. His first shot is a miss, 0 for 1 to start the contest. And in last year's playoff, Shams, we did see a lot of players injured and unable to play. What are some of the solutions that may be being talked about that you hear about?
People certainly ask if this is a result of the 65-game rule. Is it the more physical play? Is it the consequences of the regular season? The league is going to take a wait-and-see approach to determine if this is an issue they have to fix, but they do love the results of what this has brought as far as player availability moving forward.
Yeah, they do seem sold on that 65 number, don't they?
100%. And at the end of the day, some of these injuries are flukish. There's a lot of, obviously, lower body injuries, and you can't measure that. I think the league is going to want to see more data over the next 5 to 10 years to really determine, does this rule impact the game and impact injuries?
Man gets the bucket.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Hornets leading by 17. MP outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Williams has a screen for MP. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Williams, he's checked in for Nick Richards. Bridges comes in for Grant Williams. Miller's checked in for Cody Martin. And it's ball in for Trey Mann. Celtics trail by 20. Brown feeling it out a bit. Three-pointer. The Hornets pull it in.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Miller, the pass to MP. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
The desire to win, it fuels MP. He doesn't let anything get in his way.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Oh, wasn't that wonderful? Easy to see why Shams has so many sources around the game. He's so easy to talk to.
Yeah, it's all about relationships at the end of the day. When the conversations come easily, that suits his purpose as a reporter.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. A nice shot by MP.
They're great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Timeout called the Celtics. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
And the mental game you talk about, a lot comes down to coaching, having your players focused.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Porzingis. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And being able to spot up for that jump shot is really a skill MP has improved.
A nice shot by Brown.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
1 second left. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
Talk about being poised under pressure. Big time shot from him there.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Hornets. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We come back right after this.
Good evening, everybody. Can you guess what we're starting the show with? Wow, you guys are good. Time for the power rankings.
You look at the Celtics, they slide down to the 5th spot. Clearly a good team, but nowhere in the discussion for best in the league right now.
No, not the best in the league, but they still have their chances, Shaq, overall. But clearly, a few other teams look more dangerous right now.
And swinging things back to our featured matchup, MP was on fire during those first 2 quarters of play.
Man, MP is putting on a show. He's taking over all those skills. How about them apples, Shaq?
The man's a beast flexing. As for apples, maybe they're in an apple pie. Get it?
Oh, forget it.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Miles Bridges is out there with MP. And it's Williams at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. The 3 from Tatum. Hits it from 3-point range. Tatum's got 9. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Tatum's shot is off.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. MP, and the shot goes down. MP's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
The 3 from Tatum. And again, Boston with the triple.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Ball dishes to MP. Back to Ball. Pass to MP. Williams has a screen for MP. Sinks the triple. MP's got 35 in the game.
You like to see the young confidence from MP. Just fires right back with an answer of 3.
Richard, the Celtics have been among the NBA's elites for quite a while now.
Well, they've been a title contender every year for almost a decade now. Even with several coaching changes over that time, they've been the model of consistency.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the 4th, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, it sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that. Charlotte has gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. MP outside. And it's the Hornets, another 3.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the 3s in time.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside Tatum puts up a 3. Tatum with another miss. The Hornets have gone as spotless, 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half. Holiday against MP. Pass the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Brown. Again, the Hornets score.
And we knew LaMelo was talented coming into the league. What we didn't quite know was how much of an impact he would make in terms of controlling the flow of the game.
Over in the corner, Brown. Boston again missing. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. MP, no good. Outside, White. Pass to Porzingis. They need this. No good on the layup. The Hornets have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. And that sends MP to the free throw line. That's on Jaylen Brown. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes. Spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
Free throw, no good for MP. Looking at the Hornets, Greg, they're still in pursuit of their first trip to the NBA Finals.
And, Kevin, I hope it happens soon because their fan base deserves it. They've stuck with this team through some difficult years. It's about time they get rewarded.
Pass to MP. Takes the three. Bangs home the trifecta. MP's got 43 points.
And MP is in fuego right now. If I'm on his team, I'm going to keep feeding him and feeding him.
There's 25 seconds left in the floor. Whoa, look out!
Goodness.
Look out!
Wow, okay, I see you. Come on, Jaylen, that's just ridiculous.
Here's MP. Pass to man. Here's MP. Williams with the ball. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 3 assists tonight. Fires from way outside. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And we'll be right back after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter.
Kevin, and there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. MP against Porzingis. Back to MP. From outside the arc. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Brown outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
The Celtics working the ball around now. White, good.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
MP outside. Chalk up 2 there. MP's got 48.
A relative newcomer, but MP, let's just say he's not lacking in confidence.
Tatum way outside. A three-pointer off the mark. Charlotte's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Hornets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
Floats one, connects again.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Outside Holiday. Back to Tatum. Five to shoot. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Here's Mann. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. So long, everyone.
Okay then, that's how we stand on business.
Knowing the kind of player MP is, that 50...
Wins pay the bills, baby.